told you.
We are live. We are live. Look at that, Rex Landy. We are live.
Oh, good morning. Good morning to you. It's stupid o'clock in Australia. Thank you for getting up to do this.
Oh, mate. All good. All good. Wouldn't be able to sit here this afternoon. That's for sure. It's already sweaty. We're waking up sweaty here in Queensland. We're waking up sweaty.
Yeah, God. Well, merry and bright. I got my bit of Christmas cheer.
I love the bells in it. Can we hear
I
them?
know, and just very gently every so often get a little.
Oh, Rex, what a fucking year, mate. What
Oh,
a fucking year.
2025 said, hold my fucking kombucha, didn't it? 2024. Because 24 was the year of the turf when the major spell was broken.
Yeah.
That really was. And that's on the shoulders of all the women who have sacrificed and lost things and fought. They're on the
Yeah.
shoulders of them and coming in their footsteps. We're here. So 2024 couldn't have happened if Kelly J didn't get mobbed at Albert
Yeah.
Park, if For Women Scotland didn't screw their courage to the sticking place and say, no, a woman is not a transvestite man in a dress who gets stiff in his mother's undies. Fuck. So we're here,
Absolutely.
so many.
It's changed the way the game is being played, and I hate to call it a game, but we are in a giant big clusterfuck game right now with the whole society, the way the whole fucking world is right now, and I don't know. I
Mm.
mean, being here in Australia, shit that's crapped on and gone down here. We've literally got like two giant forces ready to smash women, and no matter which way we go, we're going to be controlled. It's either going to be controlled by like a Sharia law sort of fucking deal. I know people aren't going to like what I said, or but they're talking about it. We've got a suburb here. We got a suburb here that a beautiful interviewer couldn't even walk in because her very presence will cause issues. So
Yeah.
women are, like when we, Jasmine, the beautiful Jasmine Sussex, run that rally earlier on this year. That's on the channel here, and it was the women that had to be moved on. Their very presence causes the problem, so they have to be moved on. Like, can't the police see that that is the problem? That
They
is the
know.
problem. They
They
know.
know.
We've got to be moved on for
Of
our
course
own
they know.
safety.
Yep.
Because these
They know.
people, these men, let's be real here. These men,
Cannot be told no.
that's what it is. Like it's not. It's literally the men. It's men in dresses, men in robes, men in pants, men in speedos,
All men are
men at
men.
the service station who just feel the need to come and have a go at you while your husband's paying for petrol because
Yeah.
you stayed in that spot with your dash out on your lap in the passenger seat for 1 second more. 1 second more than his allotted
Yeah.
time. So off he comes and he's got to have a say. I'm not even in the
Yeah.
driver's side, Rex. How crazy is that? Not even the driver's side. I'm in the passenger side with the dog on my lap.
Mm.
He's coming over yelling through an
Oh,
electric
well,
window.
we've got a really good comeback for that. Philippa Landy had a man telling her what to do in the car park. And she says, I don't recall marrying you. Get fucked. It just says, by the by, I didn't get married to you, so I don't have to fucking listen to you. I don't have to listen to a fucking word you say. One of her neighbours is like, he goes, no, you have to listen. She goes, I fucking don't. And just walks back inside.
Well, I'm just going like this, doing that action with him, and anybody of a certain age understands that means wind down the window.
Mm,
It's an electric window. My husband, he's in there for petrol. I'm like, I'll wind down the window so we can talk.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I don't need anything from you. And it is this massive overreach that's happened. And the year we've had, and there's that meme, I show of the two, a dust storm and a storm,
Yeah.
and one's marked trannies and the other's marked Islam. And we are facing that. But people say, "Oh, you're racist if you say anything against Islam." Islam isn't a race; it's a set of beliefs, highly contestable beliefs, that marrying a 9-year-old is perfectly acceptable. I mean, personally, I think paedophiles need to be deprived of oxygen. But
Look,
then,
I retain the right to speak freely about any men and their behaviour, wherever they were born in the world and whatever the fuck they believe.
yeah, exactly. And you know what? If you're from the third world, we are not the same. Our cultures are incompatible. We don't shit in our fucking streams. We don't wash our clothes in our swimming pools, you filthy fuck. We don't go and shit on our beaches the way you do. So fuck off back to your shitty little fucking dirt farm or your shitty little village, wherever it is you come from, and never bother me again. I don't care how that sounds. I'm not full of fucking Christmas cheer for people who want to cut my fucking head off. I am
No,
not full of Christmas cheer for people who would put me in a gulag and marry my fucking 9-year-old granddaughter to some filthy old 45-year-old man to puncture and pierce. How about you fuck off and take your shit with you?
I straight up no to the men that want to sit in women's spaces with their fucking female impersonation going on, and no
Yeah,
to the man who want to put us in black robes and fucking, like the name of my channel, stone the crones that open their fucking mouth, you know?
yeah,
Like, it's right there in my channel. My channel's what, nearly 4 years old? It's right there, stone the crones, because that's what's always happened through history. It's a play on words because stone the crow means what the fuck.
yeah, yeah. Stone the crows. What the hell?
Yeah,
So
what the
yes,
hell? So yeah, it's a little play on
yeah,
words. But you know, I can see this coming. It's not a religion, and it's literally these men have this ideology, or these men have this ideology. Neither ideology is congruent. Is that the right word? Works
congruent.
well with women in society. It's that fucking simple. It's so not complicated.
Yes, but now you see, I remember reading, I've got a novel where this guy goes, but why do we have all this language and arcane stuff? And it's language, it's the nature of the artificer to hide things. So when, it's much more satisfying to say, some arcane spell thing of sorcerer's eyes 9, not I'm going to smash your sorcerer. Doesn't have quite the same in a war. It was a fantasy novel I was reading, and they're going, we seek to hide this because of the power behind it.
Hmm.
So you don't realise that you're being massaged and handled and moved along and jollied along until, and it's that example you used, Stone, of you want. There was a McDonald's coming in your area, and the
Yep.
framing was, we don't want McDonald's in our area. So they changed the framing to, shall we have it at the fields or shall we have it down by the river? So now it's not, we don't want a McDonald's, it's where will the McDonald's be?
Yeah, they
Shifting the
already
goalposts in the framing.
and absolutely they'd already purchased the land that they put it on. They'd already purchased it. So they go, oh, we'll put it across from the school, hey, in the around there, the park there. Oh no, we don't want it near the school. We've already got Red Rooster, fucking KFC, Hungry Jacks, and a 7-Eleven
Something
near the school. You know, like can't have it near our school. So best, they already had that second place. Oh, are you idiots? We had a blanket thing here from the old days that was in council that said there was a McDonald's and they were coming in our suburb.
Yep,
And they
it's
found
the
a way around
framing,
it.
changing the framing from no, we're not, to, oh, where shall we have it? Which is the lesser of two evils? And so, you know, now some prick, I saw him on X this morning talking about transsexuals. How do people feel about transsexuals? Disgust. The fucking word you're looking for is disgust. It's not fear. It's disgust. And now there's no mythical trans group of people. There's not. You're just a man, you're just a woman, just a boy, or just a girl. That's all. There's nothing else. And you notice when these fucking gender butchers at the Abattoir tell you your new gender, there's only two to choose from. Like
Funny how
t-shirt.
those over 70s not on the list.
Why isn't the pan flan sam fan math naff math faff genderqueer zoozy zoo on there? You know, we're going to make you a gender fluid pan flan san fan math naff flaff flaff gender woo foodie voo. You know, fucking no, you're going to be turned into a man or a woman, they promise you. But like everything, you know, the fault is built into the first fucking appointment. So, hell of a year we've had, and I would say my turf of the year is Sandy Peggy
Absolutely.
of everybody. Sandy Peggy. And you see the judgment's just been re-released for the third time with 11 more corrections. And one of them was on line 3, change female to male. Because they are meddling at this level. Our judiciary are completely captured. I won't be a minute. My cat needs to go out and he's whinging, and I don't have a cat door. I've just got a ranch slider. Oh, and I'm wearing my fuck your pronouns as per usual.
The classic and the best. Like seriously, did anyone see that photo of Sandy Peggy as a little girl with the little costume, little nurse's costume? Oh, stop it!
Yeah, mate.
Hello.
It's just so wonderful. And it's going to start and end with her.
And you know what? That is something that it's really come and sat with me lately, Rex, in the last few months that I've gone through, and you know more than anybody else. How can anyone give a man a she, her, and say that's kind? There are little ones, little girls that were born and never made it to womanhood. You go to any cemetery everywhere, and you will see little girls and babies and teenagers that did not make the full pathway to womanhood. And anybody who calls a man a woman steals that from those who did not get the opportunity because they did not survive to be a woman.
And in our mother's name, never call him she, never call him sister. He's not my sister. You're a fucking mister. Fuck off.
That's right.
We cannot. But we've got a short, well, no, it's not exhaustive because we're exhausted, but we've got a little list of the naughty and nice, you know, because
we do.
We've had some really good wins, but we've also had some more setbacks because these transvestites are not going to go quietly. They are going to have to be dragged kicking and screaming back into the fucking closet where your degenerate fetish belongs. In your front room, in your closet, in your bedroom. The minute you walk out and about and start fucking trying to make us all play along with you is when I'll fucking call out, you're a man. I don't have to participate in what is essentially your own personal fantasy about yourself. Now, you, by putting all your fucking clobber on, I don't care whether you dress like a fucking whore, a stripper, a little girl, or a fucking 45-year-old librarian with a gammy knee. I don't care. You are a fucking skin-walking piece of shit. You are a fetishized fucking pervert. And you are a skin-walking man. Now, I will never respect you. Never fucking ever. The minute you put your fucking mother's pants on, you're a pervert. The minute you put a skirt on and you're not at a party or a fucking stag do, you've told me you are a filthy fucking pervert. That's what you've told me by saying, I'm a woman. You're not. You're a fucking porn sick man in a dress. And you start performing your fetish in public and going to work and all that shit. That is compelled external validation. And I'm not down with that. I will never participate in your self-image. I don't fucking have to prop you up and your belief. And now our birth certificate, fucking legal documents are being changed so that some giant tranny can go, I'm a woman. And you know what? You'll never be a woman. The only people who need pieces of paper to say they're women are men. The only people that walk around going, I'm a woman, I win, I'll be a woman, I'm a woman, are men. Because women don't have to wake up and go, I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman. Have you seen women in the supermarket stopping, looking at the shelves and going, I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman? Yes. Fuck off.
Was it
Fuck off.
the little woman that couldn't.
The little woman that wasn't. The giant woman that wasn't. You know, Attack of the 50-foot tranny. Jesus fuck, we're living in a nightmare. But I do not have to validate what is essentially your own personal fantasy about yourself. I'm not in your hug box, and reality is a fucking bitch. You know, but biology will not be denied.
No.
Biology will not be denied. You can't overcome it. And you know that in the long dark tea time of your soul at 3 a.m. when you're lying in bed going, I fucking broke my dick with porn. I'm not a woman. I'm a sad fucking travesty. I love that for you, fucker. Fucking
Man,
love it.
I'd never be able to get my head around, as a dude, you're going to jab your penis inside out penis. Now, I've taken socks. I got socks. I turn that one sock inside out and look at one sock inside out and one sock the right way around when I take out the washing. And I go, they're still fucking socks.
I know if you turn your cock into a sock, it's not going to be a vagina. You've just turned, it's a fucking cock sock. There's another one.
Well, the Chili Peppers weren't running around with the socks on their cocks going, oh, isn't that a nice woolly vagina?
I know. Well, the Red Hot Chilies now, they're all women. They're all women. The Red Hot Chilies now. You can tell they put a sock on their cock. Must be true.
But they've all worn dresses at some stage.
Well, working backwards a little bit, there's those two effete gay men who want to strangle Keira Knightley. It's just a joke. You can't take a joke.
It's not misogynistic. It's just funny, you silly ladies. Why don't you find it funny?
No, if I say it and do that, it's all right because I'm gay. Yeah, I'll just do that and it's all right, you fucking bitch. Get back in your box.
I just could strangle her right now.
Oh, I wish I could have strangled her. Oh, my goodness. I bet he was rigid while he was telling us that too.
Oh, I would have strangled her with or without consent.
So, yes, I would have. We don't need her consent. It was that horrible little laugh. And it's like, yeah, Keira Knightley gave it the fucking attention it deserves. One dismissive little laugh.
And that was so powerful. Look at the way they reacted about it.
Yep, the world lost its shit. The trannies are not going to go quietly. They're going to have to be forced. You can see the Supreme Court judgments, April the 16th, and people are still fucking upset about it and not implementing it. And we're going to defy it. It's like, good, I hope you get sued into oblivion. If the Girl Guides has to fucking falter, then fine.
Yep.
The Girl Guides ambit is not setting up task force for delusional trannies. But that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing.
I know they're a traditional establishment and all that, but they don't have traditional values within the original establishment that they created. So tear the fucking lot down, burn it down. I'm not one for building bridges, you know that, Rex. Burn the fucking things down and watch brand new ones emerge with values that they write in from this moment on. Maybe that's going to happen.
That's it. It didn't go the way they wanted, so now they're just going to spoil it for everyone. Also, and I mean, do you remember your time at school with the teenage boys? I went to a school where they shipped them off at Form 1 and Form 2 at intermediate. We have primary, intermediate, and secondary here, and intermediate is sometimes with the primary, but I was with a primary school that the minute the boys hit Form 1, they were gone.
Yep.
They were gone. And it's shown that single-sex classes, they actually get more done. You get more done because this was from the 80s. I used to know a teacher, and 74% of class time is taken up by the boys. That was in the 80s. 74, nearly 3/4 of a teacher's time is spent on the Y chromosomes. And they found that girls doing English, they split in her school, they split the English and maths, right? So it was all girls and all boys, and the fucking pass rate skyrocketed for both. So, there are, it's not just something that we want, as in, like, we need it for our toileting, we need it for our intimate cares, we'd like a carer when we reach the rest home. But it's also just, we are allowed, we don't actually even have to tell you fucking why. If I want an extreme embroidery class or club without a dick in it, I'm fucking allowed. Right? And I don't care if you call me a bigot, because that just means believer in genuine observable truths. Nazi means not a zealous ideologue. You call me a cunt because you don't have one. Your rotting hole made of dick. Your rotting hole made of dick is that. It's just a tunnel to nowhere.
A cuntless bitch will always just be a cuntless bitch.
Yeah, you and your imaginary cunt. I fucking, I don't have to validate you and what is essentially your own personal fantasy. So we had, the Supreme Court came down, and the two places, the Women's Institute and the Girl Guides in the UK, are the two doing the tranny dance about it. And isn't it interesting? We're uniquely vulnerable at the beginning of our life, and we are uniquely vulnerable at the end as we come round the Women's Institute era. And these fucking Doris Karloff trannies want in, and they will find little satellite groups for them and include them in, because this movement has taken hold. It reminds me, it really does remind me of the fucking ergot dancing. There's no stopping. There's no stopping until it's done.
Look what happened earlier on this year with my nan. My nan, 95 not out, and that manhandled by the orderlies in the aged care. Dementia. It was triggering something from the past. I could see it. I tried to organise single sex care and for her, which they would have, not a problem. They were happy to organise that, but because my uncle had the final say, he said he didn't have a problem with it. So here's my nan, like literally losing her bits, not wanting to be touched. I'm seeing that there's a problem, and the easiest thing is just to say that she used to get female intimate care only, because she was talking about things that had happened to her when she was 14, when she was travelling around Australia by herself. That's what she was talking about, but my uncle said, no, that's not a problem.
Not a problem for him. And this is the thing. They don't care. There's a whole heap of men that don't care. But there's also a whole heap of men that don't realise the depths of this. But also, they won't do anything until it affects them. Sad to say. But, and that didn't affect him, because it wasn't him having his vulva wiped, or, some straight man coming up to him.
But I guarantee if it was his wife, or I guarantee if it was one of his daughters, be a different thing. But his mother, and the fact that I'm a bit of a black sheep, and it would have been just despite the fact that I'd called attention to it.
Yeah, of course. If I can get one over you, well, there you go. But
that's a win-win, isn't it? It's a win-win.
A win-win-win. I can annoy her and you, and make sure she doesn't have a fucking moment of peace in her twilight years. And this is what we're up against.
Yeah.
But we won't stop. We have had wins. We've had a win that's been a reverse Uno here. New Zealand said no to puberty blockers for children. They're cancer drugs. They call them puberty blockers, but they mostly use Lupron, and that's a cancer drug to treat cancer and prostate cancer, and it's also used to chemically castrate sex offenders. So to my mind, we should be giving the puberty blockers to the men. That's what we should be doing, is giving it to them.
Yes.
Because, they fucking have shown me nothing but their dark side. And the minute you put a skirt on, like I say, you're a pervert. The minute you put a skirt on, you're a fucking pervert. You've told me who you are, and that is a deviant. You start with your mother's or your sister's undies, but it's not a fetish. Get the fuck out of here. So,
Practical wear will always go towards tops and pants. That's a reality. Practical wear for work, practical wear for play,
yep,
is all. It's never a full crinoline, is it? It's never a full crinoline
no,
when you want to climb up a ladder. It's never
no,
a full crinoline when you want to crawl under a car.
no. But get that crinoline out, girls. Get your hijab on. But
But
unfortunately, our puberty blockers on December 16th, we've got a woke judge here because our judiciary are captured. You can tell from the sentences people are getting and how they're behaving. Like this judge granted an injunction to the trannies. They're PATHA here. They're affiliated with WPATH, those discredited men who want eunuch to be a gender. That's actually from a New Zealand tranny as well. Jamie Veal, disgusting man in a dress. He's in our midwifery. What the fuck does a skin-walking tranny pervert from the UK have to do with women's fucking care at birth and pregnancy? You filthy, disgusting, skin-walking, degenerate piece of shit. Go back to England, Jamie. We don't want you here, even though you've inveigled your way into Waikato University. You fucking piece of shit. You are a man. You are a giant, pommy bastard man. Right? Fuck you.
it
So
makes zero
they get
sense
caught
unless
and
they
cried.
want him to be the representative of the mood feeding.
Yes, that's right. They've got a transvestite in there. Now, woman is mother, mother is woman. Any man that wants a uterus and a baby and all that is paedophile, to my mind. If you want a uterus and to have a baby, then you'll be putting your nipple in that baby's mouth, you fucking dirty nonce. You fucking paedophile.
Look, I
That's
don't
why
think
they,
any
that's
man
why they
is.
won't monetize us, Kellyann. Sorry, this is going to be a fucking age restricted video, but you are a dirty, filthy nonce, and you need to have your oxygen taken away. That's the
uh,
solution. Bullet therapy, pedocillin, one shot,
how,
society cured.
how is any man entitled to any child that's not biologically his own? I mean, no man's entitled to any child to begin with, but
No,
what?
that's right. No, and,
Yeah,
and, and I don't care whether you can find, but having a baby is not a human right. Surrogacy's child trafficking, and gay men, fuck you. You're not infertile and you have no right to a baby. I don't care how that makes gay men feel. You do not have the right to a baby because woman is mother and you are just child traffickers. So that's how I feel about that quite strongly,
absolutely.
obviously.
A thousand percent. And like I was brought up by a stepfather, and I can tell you, there's a lot of words in step parents. There's a lot of words, and there's a lot of, I talking. There's a currency that men get, whether they like it or not, or whether we like it or not. There's a currency that men get when they can have the ability to go around to other men and women and say, "That's my daughter. That's my child." Do you know what I mean? Like they
Yeah,
get a shortcut into, oh, isn't he lovely? He stepped up for those children. Isn't he nice? Look at
well, yeah.
him.
And it's he stepped up and all of that, and it's like it's. But the flip side of that is there's a lot of step parents that aren't and that abuse the children and that are really ugly. But surrogacy, there should be none outside your family. If you can't find someone in your family to carry a baby, fuck you.
Well, that's why men that can just walk away from a family that they've created,
Yeah,
men that
no,
can walk away from someone that they've pledged as a stepdaughter after 40 odd years and just go, yeah, right,
yep, done.
whatever. I can't see how, if they're a surrogate father, the chance of them stepping away and going, well, I don't want to do this anymore.
Mm.
Do you know?
Yeah, well, they do. They do. If it's the wrong sort of child or there's complications, they can just walk away. And there's lots of surrogate women who've been left with their babies. And
Yeah.
this is the trans children, which don't exist. They're like unicorns. They don't exist. Isn't it funny that the two symbols of the tranny movement are a mermaid and a unicorn? Neither of them exist.
Yep.
So, but these they need the myth of the trans child so that the fucking male perverts can have, their fetishes alibied. But they need that trans child because they're selling their fertility back to them.
Yep. Yep.
Here, every single rainbow group here and every single tranny organisation has, have you thought of banking your eggs? You might have to bank your sperm because, you're going to be, this stuff, it really affirms your gender but fucks with your body. They don't tell them. Brittle bones, young girls going through menopause, able to crack a fucking walnut in your vagina at the age of 22 from withering. All this fucking winning, it's crazy. But, we're the bigots. We're the horrible people for trying to stop this shit. Unfortunately, the Cass report paved the way for the streeting trial.
Sure did, Rex.
That's what's happened there. So now we're streeting. Who's friends with Lily Madigan? Liam Madigan? Liam Man I Am? He was the teenage piece of shit, the pizza-faced tranny that got Linda Bellos. Don't quote me on her name, but she was a lesbian women's officer. That transvestite was the very first man to be Labour's women's officer, and then he just went, now I get my hands on all that lovely data. That's Liam Madigan, who calls himself Savile's apprentice. He's friends with Wes Streeting. I bet he's not friends with him now. But he has been. But yeah, nothing to see here. The man who calls himself Savile's apprentice filmed himself with a cigar and said, oh yeah, I'm Savile's apprentice. Ha ha ha. So Liam, you're telling us you're a paedophile?
Pretty much, yeah.
Quite bold. That's quite bold. You're fucking heading into Peter Tatchell territory. I'd like to put my erect penis inside a small boy, said Peter Tatchell. And then GB News keeps talking to him. All these news outlets, they keep talking to him instead of hitting around, instead of placing something very heavy upon his head many, many times.
He blows my mind. He blows my mind how he just gets, but some of them like it.
Some of them like
it. The fuck are you talking about? None of them should have that. Leave them alone. This is a huge, big fucking problem, and it has been for fucking forever, Rex, is the over-sexualisation of everything. Everything. And I mean, if you dare to point out, back in the day with Target selling G-strings for fucking little kids. Yeah, you're fucking cool.
Little padded bras. And yeah, we had the warehouse here with bondage stuff on the front. My sister did it, and he did a picture of a girl tied up in bondage and porn star and that on baby's clothes and all of that. You pointed out you're a bigot, and it's like, my granddaughter is not your fetish.
Yeah.
But this is a relentless sexualisation of everything. Our fucking library has got the Lego Pride set. And it's behind the counter and they're all lined up outside the rainbow and that. Woke fuckers.
It's fucking horrible, isn't it? It's
like I say, I take the books out. I take all the pedo books out for Pride Month. I just take them out and then I take them back and make sure that they're marked as being back in the library, and then I go and place them around the library. Good luck finding them. You'll have to think of some really obscure titles, like mandolin playing of the 12th century. Teach yourself Serbo-Croat. Good luck finding them. Belgian lace fucking tatters who enjoy the hurdy-gurdy. Good luck finding those pedo books because they're back in the library, but I put them places, medieval siege warfare. Those aren't where I put them, but those are other places that could be, but, good luck finding them. You'll have to think along these very obscure lines of, a night with the hurdy-gurdy and... There's a woman here, she's got one and she brings it to fucking poetry readings and things and does a little fucking thing. It's a medieval instrument and it sounds like a sick bagpipe.
thing. Yeah.
Sounds like sick bagpipes.
I did 8 years of reenacting, Rex. That actually gives me PTSD even to think about it.
Yeah, the hurdy-gurdy. Fucking, yeah, they knew what to call it, all right. So, and one of the, like I say, old Sandy Peggy and Sandy Kemp, the judge, they've had to reissue the decision 3 times because he's trying to force a tranny dick in there. And I think the entire decision sounds like the judge was having his knob noshed by a tranny under the bench. There was a transvestite under there going, "Yes, my lord." Oh. Fucking troon scum, you captured fucking pieces of shit. Lynn Pinches, though, thank you. I think there's no more men in the women's pool. And it was because of your sacrifice, Lynn,
Yep.
that happened. Same with darts, old Harry, Dirty Harry. Noah Van Leeuwen, old whatever Van Leeuwen, fucking giant man slab. You're mediocre, mate. You need to train harder. That's really what the message needs to be for all these mediocre sports cheats: is train harder.
I know, it's funny. Whatever they say to us is an absolute 1,000% projection.
Yeah, narcissist accusations are confessions. There was a runner, an Australian runner, John Landy. He was good, mate, but he wasn't great. And he was unfortunately running at the time that Roger Bannister was running. You might have heard of him, So he was good, John Landy. And he did break the sub 4-minute mile eventually. But you never hear about John Landy, do you?
No.
For example, you never hear about Vitas Gerulaitis in the tennis world. Though he was a very good player, he wasn't great. He happened to be good at a time when Borg and McEnroe and Connors were playing. Fucking Yannick Noah, fucking Ivan Lendl. The man was never going to... He was Borg's training partner, but he was good at a time when he was great. Look, think of all the women tennis players we're never going to hear of because of the Williams sisters. More power to them. It's just shit, and I'm sorry, but you're never going to be great at a time when you're merely good. Good won't cut it at times, so you need to train harder. Too bad. Instead of forcing your way into our fucking sport, you wanker. But the cheek swab is back, and I'm a man, Caliph, and you cheating thing is not in women's fucking boxing anymore.
Gee, look how that worked. And not a genital was inspected or fondled.
I know, and when trannies talk about this genital inspection, that's what they want to do. They dress the way of what attracts them, which is either a whore or a child. Like I say, they very, very rarely dress like a librarian with a gammy knee or a dinner lady, or, if they do a secretary, it's a sexy secretary, And I'll tell you, if wives knew what we thought of your husbands, you wouldn't fucking have a minute of worry about secretaries. If you knew what we really thought of your husband.
True that.
So it's been a mixed year, but we are just going to have to keep holding the line. And, we haven't even started to access the rage. Not really. They have no idea. No idea. So the cheek swab's back. No Dirty Harry in the darts. One of the light points of this year was the Manly men having a swim at the men's pool at Hampstead Heath. That
was so great.
Outstanding, girls. And the men were very good though. Oh yes, you are likely lads, aren't you? And let them in.
I love the poses and the old fashioned
all that was very good. And April 16th, thank you. And the evergreen Jennifer Bilek, she got to talk to Germ from Germ Warfare, JERM, Jeremy. She's very good, and her information is still correct, even though we might disagree about other stuff.
Absolutely.
It is possible to disagree on quite big issues. It's like over here we've got Bishop Tamaki. He's a bishop, self-styled bishop in his own Christian movement. We're together fighting the gender woo, but I don't want a worldwide Christian caliphate. Right? Shoulder to shoulder on the tranny stuff, and we will fucking fight. And the fucking Sikhs, and we're getting this multiculturalism bullshit here. We've got a heap of Indians just pouring in like a fucking cat, and I don't care if I sound racist, but this is not India. Assimilate or fuck off. We've got Sikhs cruising around our streets doing marches with fucking swords and knives. Fuck off. This is New Zealand, mate. You want to do that? You go back to your shithole country. You want a Sikh country? You fucking go and find one and make it. It's not New Zealand.
That's right.
It's not New Zealand. You do not have our values. You can fuck off. I don't care. I really don't care. This is not India. We are not Sikhs. You can practice your religion, but you start fucking bringing it around the streets, mate, we're going to have a problem. You can fuck off. And these people that Tamaki protested against, they're actually separatist Sikhs. We've already had a Sikh make a meat quilt out of another man. He cut him into fucking over 200 stitches. Cut him because he didn't believe in the correct Babaji. My Babaji is the right Babaji, and your Babaji is the wrong Babaji, and my imaginary friend is much better than yours, and fuck you, you're a quilt. He tried to kill him. You look it up. Sikh attempted murder New Zealand, and they are here. And the pictures, I've seen the pictures of this man. He was a quilt. And you're doing this in the name of your religion? Well, you can fuck off. I'd deport them. I'd deport them all and their families. We've got a fucking whole bunch, over 437 Indian drivers here with fake licenses.
That's mind-blowing. In your country,
437.
That's mind-blowing.
And did they get deported? Did they get arrested? Did they get charged? No, here, have a chance to sit the license. You dirty, filthy, corrupt piece of shit. Get the fuck out of my country. Get the fuck out and take your fucking shitty children and your fucking wife, because these are not our values. You're fucking right around on it. How many people have they harmed already because they can't fucking drive? We've already had an Indian selling licenses a couple of years ago. Selling them. And these fucking people are wandering around on our streets driving fucking heavy trucks.
Oh, you believe if you pulled over and you had a fake fucking license, you believe you'd be doing your fucking time and that. Hey, that's a good looking drink bottle there, coffee mug there you got there, Rex.
I've been having a drink, waiting for you to just slide it in there.
Hey, get a closer look at that. What does that say?
That says never surrender. And in here, in my little teardrop, it says 100% tranny tears, crafted from Terf's mean words, weapons grade words. And it says salty and bitter.
Salty and bitter.
And there's this was given to me by Stone the Crone. There's my Yorkshire tea. I drink Yorkshire tea.
It was me. I'm gonna. I did have them made. I found somebody. I found somebody who'd make them for me, and I'm absolutely grateful for them to have made them up. So
they are wonderful. And I just saw Mrs. Ward the other day, bless her, and she uses hers every day, like Karina uses hers. I use it every day to drink my salty and bitter tranny tears, because fuck you, that's why. I have nothing nice for them because, you know, all these fucking well-meaning cry-wankers, and a lot of them are men trying to help, and it's like, stop helping, going on about trans rights. There are no trans rights. Nothing a transvestite wants is a right. Nothing that prick wants is a right. It's not a human right to have access to naked women and girls. It's also not a mental health girl. You know, you must let me undress, but let me watch you undress or I'll kill myself. Well, I'm like, goodbye. Your emotional manipulation won't work on me, motherfucker. You know, and jail of choice is not a human right. Sports team of choice because you're fucking useless is not a human right. These aren't rights. These are the demands of the delusional. And if you don't give them to me, I'll kill myself. You need a fucking locked ward, Tranny. You need a fucking locked ward. So, like I say, Jennifer Bullock, but the girls at Redux, they are the most fierce. I love them.
They are the
Redux,
queen. They really are. Now,
fucking more power.
I'm going to say it, Rex, straight out. But if it wasn't for the Redux ladies doing your interview, and even with you saying, please do not release that until after my case, until
Okay.
after,
Yep.
it changed the face. It changed the face because people knew what was going on. Do you know what I
Yes,
mean?
I
Like
can
it
talk
changed
about
the face.
my case. I can talk about my case and how it went. But that article, and I did ask them not to release it. The police tried to arrest me for them releasing an article. And they tried to arrest me for a post in an 823 long thread. 823 posts had been looked through to find one that might be me. But it's not an obsession. It's not stalking. It's nothing to do with that. And I was arrested for failing to remove 2 posts. That was my arrest and causing harm thereby. Tried to get more charges about the YouTube live stream we did on New Year's Eve, and that charge was dropped. You
I hope
know,
someone had to watch it though, just secretly. I hope somebody over there had to watch it.
well, someone did because there was a transcript, pages and pages and pages of perfect goodness. Someone had to read it. I just pages and pages. The manpower that's gone into this. Oh, I even got my own Operation Landy. All my police discovery is marked with Operation Landy.
Lady, that's
Landy, Landy, we gonna get her.
the process is the punishment as we know. Like this, it cannot be any truer. But the tying up court space, court time, over sore
Five
feelings.
appearances, maybe 5 appearances. 5, 6 appearances at court, 5 goes with my lawyer, legal aid, all to get diversion, no conviction. I have tasks to complete. I have a letter of regret to write, and I have community service. There's no fine. Apparently, the police was saying I'd have to do a fine to some non-transphobic charity. So, you know, non-transphobic, pro-woman. There's no such thing as transphobia. It's fucking disgust, mate. It's not fair. And there's no such thing because I have taken the transphobic pledge, which is
A
to oppose child
non-transphobic.
sterilisation. Yep, yet a non-transphobic charity. How about yourself? Fuck, go. You know, I don't have to pay any fine
Mm.
at,
Look,
at all.
it's the
And to me,
best result. It's absolutely the best result you can hope for. But the best result is not being there in the fucking first place, and them, the government and law enforcement not pandering to a fucking giant man in the first place.
I
You
couldn't
know,
possibly comment on that. I couldn't
that's
comment at all.
well, I'll just say a wannabe is a wannabe. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. A wannabe is a wannabe. I mean, India wannabe, India Willoughby, India wannabe. He's one of the Spice Girls now, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. And you know
So
what? The
Harry
only
Styles.
the only people, Old Spice, the only people that need pieces of paper saying I am a woman are men.
Cheaty Spice, Brought Cheese Spice,
Mediocre, mediocre, deluded.
Baby Nappy Wearing Spice,
Well, these are, they could be the new bunch of 5 non-girls. But
Not-
this is the thing. I'm allowed to talk about my case.
Yes.
And that was a very good result, I thought, overall. Getting, you know, a
I think
diversion before you even hit the court. So, and this should have happened in January, but they were going to get me, In May, the police prosecutor said, she is in the grip of an ideology and is unlikely to change her mind. Reality is not an ideology. But that police prosecutor stood up in court and said that. And 2 days before court, they were still filing discovery. They were filing discovery, and I had a look at that had been sent to me, and these are deleted. This was my deleted profile that I deleted. They were trying to enter it into discovery, so the charge was failing to remove 2 posts
but then they're going to use the
and
way back
causing harm. But
machine.
now we're going to use this, and can we arrest you for that? And can we arrest you for that? And that, and that, and something else. And you were looking at me in a funny way.
So that's it. You can take down whatever you want, but they can go back and use the Wayback Machine and drag that from the deep dark.
Yes, to try, but I'd already deleted it, and it's
That's
like,
it.
what is this? And a lot of the evidence had no date on it.
Absolutely fucking it's insane.
And this
And
is
the
the
thing,
stuff. This was accepted as law, as concrete, and they spent a year trying to punish me for my beliefs and my views. Money well spent, I say.
look, I think the climate has changed that much, Rex, that the worst thing they could have done is put you on the stand. It'd be like giving you, who is amazingly loud and absolutely, what was it, weapons grade turf, a bloody megaphone.
Well, given that their second in command of the police was caught with bestiality material and child assault material on his work phones and computers, that's McSkimming, Jevon McSkimming. I mean, his parents hated him so much they couldn't even give him a real name. Not Devon, not Bevan, but Jevon. Jevon. Anyway, that filthy porn sick prick. 10 years. His wife said he's got a problem, and he got 9 months home detention. That filthy dog fucking piece of shit.
And that was using like the
The same
devices.
act. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
They was using police devices to look for nude Nazi girl and Nazi stuff and children and extreme. 10 years. And everybody knew at Bullshit Castle, or they covered for him, and then they used the same act that was used against me to try and silence the woman that he had had an affair with, a younger woman, and then he got her a job at the police as a civilian, and this is all being covered up. We see this, and the fucking filthy, dirty bastard got 9 months home D. And you think his wife says, "Oh, I've got safeguards in place so he can't access the internet." He's going to be like this since he fucking leaves home. The filthy, filthy bastard. He's in my neighbourhood, so if I ever see him, I shall be shouting at him.
Oh,
I shall be saying, "You are a paedophile. You're a dog fucking pedo." If I ever see him, he's in my manor. He lives up my way. So if I ever see him, and most of his "I'm sorry" is all sorry that it's hurt his family. I don't give a fuck about your family. You can't say they didn't know. 10 fucking years. Your fucking wife needs a lobotomy. Oh, she's probably already had one. Still with you. Fucking hell. Unreal.
at what point are you deliberately choosing to ignore it? It's not
Lots of
ignorance.
women do. Lots
It's
of women do.
ignorance. It's not ignorance. It's
Yep.
ignorance.
Ignore. Well, that means to ignore. And Glenna, his case where he threw a tranny's phone. But Tarquin likes paedophiles, so fuck, whatever his name is, Tarquin, Sophia, the young tranny that fucking Anthony George Halliday, that's Stephanie Hayden. He's a convicted nonce. Love saying it because it's true. I don't love it that he actually assaulted a child, but I
No.
love the fact that he is a convicted nonce, and I can say it. You are a dirty, filthy pedo, aren't you, Fat Tony? He looks like a thumb with a wig on it. You know, he looks like a big toe in a wig. Surely. I know, and I'm a big bitch. I'm a big fucker. But holy shit, that man is a potato. So what else do we have? Yeah, Glenna, thank you, Glenna. The
I'm
bad
just
news.
going to read
Yep.
this, Rex. VF says saying, yeah, she wishes she hadn't been able to hear you under oath.
Well, yeah, because you know there's a lot being said. I didn't contest the Harmful Digital Communications Act order. I didn't contest it. I was going to walk away. So I deleted everything. I thought I'd deleted everything. I really did. But my brother
Yeah,
had just died.
that's it. You had
And I,
other shit in your life.
under a little bit of pressure there and sadness, and I missed 2 posts. And that is why I was arrested. And then, in a twist of irony, the police took all my devices because there were 4 police here to arrest me and search my house and my car and everything.
During yoga, too. How freaking rude.
I know, fuck. So, you know, they came and come to arrest me and take everything away. And then I couldn't remove the posts because I had no device. So I'm really, you know, I am regretful that someone signed up to my members only Substack. You know, and there's lots of them. There's lots of these accounts that feel a bit off, but I can't do anything about that. If you want to sign up to my members only Substack, feel free to read Based Truth and Reality, Mocks and Scorns. It's great. I don't really care, you know, as in you want to read it, then fucking fill your boots.
Yeah, what do you say? Buckle up, buttercup.
Oh, yep. And poor old Sandy Peggy got a lot of the airtime because her case was very egregious. But Jennifer Mallet, she called a man he, and he's a paedophile, and he called her all sorts of slurs and everything. And everyone's bloody siding with the paedophile. All the trannies are like, oh, but this transvestite paedophile, oh, her rights have been, and you know, like, fuck off. I'm so over it, but we're going to have to hold the line. That's
Yeah.
the problem. We're going to have to hold the line and sue until these people are back in the closet. You know, because fuck off. The Philia conference was a problem.
Yep.
That was a big fucking problem. There's no decision in Sal's case. We've still got men in our jails. And like we had a man, New Zealand's so porn sick, our lamestream. The 4 stratas of society are captured. Like there's the judiciary, the lamestream, the media, government, and all our councils. They're all captured by this tranny stuff, but people are just starting to wake up and realise, oh, actually, nothing a tranny wants is a right. It's the demands of the delusional. And I'm very glad to be back on live stream. And as I said just earlier, my brother died. It's been over a year, but I'm only just coming right, really. Starting to feel I could be happy.
Yeah.
Starting to feel like I could be happy again. I could find my joy de vivre again. Because it was a terrible blow. It was he is the first brother of all my siblings to die. You know, the very first. And we don't say passed on or lost. I didn't lose him. I know where he is. We put him in the ground. You know, all these euphemisms. He died, you know, and it was medical
Yep.
misadventure. So it was especially traumatic. And I'm sure there'll be trannies out there laughing and clapping, and good on you. Enjoy your little win, you know, over my dead brother. Because you're so fucking full of kindness and compassion, you know. But it won't change the fact that, you know, I made a mistake and I'm deeply regretful of that mistake.
Yeah. Any other situation, any other time, it would be a different thing. But you know what? Any other time right now, you may have got a different result if it was 12 months ago, you know?
12 months ago, I'd probably be looking at at jail. I'd be looking
Yeah.
at jail.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
the climate has
The ground
definitely
has shifted. The ground has shifted, and I'm
Yeah.
eternally, grateful for that. And I'm not grateful for McSkimming being into child abuse material and dog
No.
fucking and harassing a woman. Like, they're still charging this woman that he had a relationship with and it all went south. They're still charging her under the HDCA for trying to alert the police to the pervert, paedophile, predator, dog fucking man. They're still charging her, which shows you how deeply corrupt and broken our police force is. We've got ministers who appointed them going, no, 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 they're fine, they're fine. I knew nothing about that. Oh, I know that. Oh, he's a good man. Oh, da, da. And I mean, Mark Mitchell, that's our fucking Minister of Police and Justice. He is a fucking loser. You hear that, Mark? You're a fucking loser. You need to get men out of women's jail. You need to stop lying about McSkimming. We see you, we know. And I hope you get punished in the polls next year. We're coming into an election year. And also back to those fucking Indians here, these imports. 3 of them have just been investigated at local council level because all 3 of these Indians won in a voting block of these, they don't have our values. They just fucking get people's votes. They use dead people. They'll use anyone. They're fucking corrupt maggots. And here they are. They've already skewed a council, so they have to go back and have more elections because of these fucking fraudsters. You bring that culture here. We're not interested in your culture, mate, of fucking woman burning and woman hatred. That's still part of your legacy, isn't it, India? You used to throw women on the fucking pyre and sooty. Is it sooty? Suttee, I think it's called. That where you burn your wife because you're dead, da da da. Now that's in your psyche. So no wonder you hate us. The way cannibalism is still in Māori psyche. We haven't done it for a long time, and we're probably one of the last ones outside of Papua New Guinea. We gave it up 250 years ago, 300 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's still an echo, shall we say.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't act on it because I know that there's lovely things like feta cheese and halloumi, and I can go to the supermarket and get some chicken. But it's part of our psyche still. So you have third world shit like you can just be corrupt and rip people off and it doesn't really matter, and you're expecting the government to do it to you too, like your government is so fucked as well. Then what hope do we have, us little hobbitses? Us naive little fucking hobbitses, we're like, oh, we've still got honesty fucking things, and you go and buy honey or eggs or veggies at the fucking end of someone's gate. Well, we know that's just going to fucking end because our high trust society is being shit on, literally.
Absolutely.
Our high trust society is being shit on. Yet still I fight the trannies first because that is the most pressing fight. Because if you disarm us with words, if you take our words away, we cannot describe what we are seeing. We cannot describe what we're... Kiralee Smith, they are men. And she has to pay them money because they're men. Fuck off, Justin Dennis. You are a fucking man's lad, prick. You're a tranny.
Go back to where you came from, sir. Go back to America. We don't actually want you here.
You're a fucking tranny. Get the fuck out. You need deporting.
Go back and take whatever team members on your stupid flying bats with you.
Flying bats. Have you seen it? I did actually do a tweet a couple of profiles ago with one of those giant bats. Have you seen that giant bat standing next to a man? And I says, and here's Riley Dennis's team mascot. They are. It's just like, yep. And they need to be smacked back into the closet because kink shaming is my kink. I remember writing White Christmas. I rewrote White Christmas, and one of the lines was, I'm dreaming of a right to resist. And I'm like, fuck, that was 2 years ago. You don't have the right to resist in Australia.
No, zero.
Sal Grover's, decision. Oh, we can't have that out. Can't even bury it before Christmas because too many people are watching. And by the way, Jason Tickle, you're a giant man with a weeping hole where his dick used to be. Any hate watchers here? You do not have a vagina. if you have inverted your dick. You have got a rotting hole that smells of shit, needs forcing open, already closed. It's pus taco, it's a rot dog for the women, but your bro hole to nowhere, mate. Cope seed and go and dilate your boyfriend's weeping fucking stink ditch.
Honestly, you can't make it up. But one of the things that they have to do is to forever stick bits in their bits. And they sign a contract for this. Like,
They pay. They pay money. I mean, I don't know any men that wake up and go, God, I don't need my dick. I need to pay someone to cut it off.
Can you imagine getting up and having to dilate 4 times a fucking day? But only a sick male mind would want that.
It's not a fetish, though. You're just a bigot. You know that. And these silencing words, there are no trans children either. Because there's no trans. You're not trans. You're just a cross dresser. Just a cross dresser. That's all it is. So for Christmas, I'm dreaming of a right to resist, but I'm dreaming of us all holding the line because this is going to get worse for the trannies because they're realising slowly, because they're chemically fucked, they've got a chemical lobotomy, but they are realising, and I've noticed even on Twitter, even though it's fucked now, the algorithm, but I have noticed that now transvestites are going, trans women to women, or I'm a woman, or this or that. And they're just getting hundreds and hundreds of replies going, no, you're not. You're just not. We wouldn't have been able to do that. And that has changed. And long may it last, and long may it continue. But I think that's pretty much me, my darling, even though they're still in our jail, still in our sports. Reality, when the snapback comes, it's going to be fucking savage.
Yeah, it will hit a boiling point. It will hit a boiling point, and the frogs are going to start trying to jump out of the pot at that point.
Yep, that's right. Oh no,
And, you know,
I rewrote. I rewrote Beth for Sandy Peggy. Because Beth, blah blah. But I've rewritten Uptown Girl because his name's Upton, isn't it?
Can you, Rex? Can you please? We haven't heard one of your wonderful songs.
I know.
I mean, Weird Al is not on topic. Weird Al, he's not on topic. You do the same thing, but you're on topic every bloody time.
Well, I'll give you a couple of bars. I haven't completely finished it, but this will be coming. I'll get Jay-Fan to learn the words. But Upton Gould, he's been living like a tranny fool. I bet he's always called a balding guy. I bet his mama never could deny her spoiled son. He's an Upton Gould. He's shown the world he is a massive tool. As long as any balding man will say that he's a woman, Sandy Peggy says she won't play. And now he's fucked around and found out that Sandy's tough. And she won't wish. Shut up, women have had enough. He knows he's not a girl. That man pig makes us hurl. He's an Upton Ghoul. Here we go. Now, just got to finish that off. Oh, yeah, women have had enough of that Upton Ghoul. His meager fundraiser won't buy him pearls, but maybe he can get some size 14 dainty canoe shoes, 'cause he's Dooloo. He's a dude. So that's the Upton Gould. That's dedicated to Sandy Peggy, who wouldn't wished and didn't want to get dressed. Now, the thing that the trannies, don't say is that man was using the nurse's changing room. He's a doctor.
Yep.
He's a doctor. He had no right to be in any women's changing room, let alone the nurses. It's almost as if he wanted to lord it over them. Fucking
Yeah.
bald prick. You are bald, Teddy. The bald Teddy. So, yes, there you go. It's not really a Christmas song, but I am feeling merry and bright with my little Christmas tree thing. And
I
very
do like
relieved.
it.
Yep, very relieved that, I won't be getting a criminal record despite what some tranny lovers wanted. The opposing side, all the fans on that side, oh, she's dreadful, rah, rah, rah. I've said some mean words online. It's nowhere near as bad as them raping us in jail, but you do you, boo. Fucking, yeah, sun's out, guns out.
Look, it
So,
doesn't matter how potty the mouth gets, Rex. It doesn't change the fact that a woman is a woman is a woman is a woman.
look, racist women are women. Mean women are women. Angry women are women. We're all women. The one thing we're not is men.
Toothless women are women.
Oh, yep, I've got a toothless
Toothless
friend.
women are women.
Toothless women are women. And, it doesn't matter. And that's why they hate us, because they ain't us. And Merry Terfmass, everybody. Merry and bright to you all. I hope Santa's good to you and reinstalls our rights worldwide.
Yep. Merry Christmas to Geek Girl,
Yep.
June. Merry Christmas to VF. Oh, love you, VF. Thank you for
Oh,
jumping in.
mwah.
Merry Christmas to Di. You got Di's here.
Hey,
Merry
Jill. Hello,
Christmas. Merry
Doctor.
Christmas. Merry Christmas. To Tumblebug as well.
Oh,
Tumblebug's a
Tumble.
legend.
Oh, you're a
Hello.
legend. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Merry Terfmass. Never surrender. No record.
Never surrender. Zero record for the win. For the win.
Weapons grade turf. You're going to have to up your game, people. Mwah.
That's right. Weapons grade turf. That the Ultra is now middle ground.
Yeah. We'll step it up for next year, eh? How about that?
Yeah.
Merry
Yep.
Terfmass. Thank you, Stone. Thanks for
No
having
worries,
me.
Rex.
Love yous. Bye.
Oh, the Band United just popped in. Hey, Band United. We are going to do this again. We're going to try not to be as tarty, but it's been a hell of a year all around for us. But it's all good. Have a great Christmas. Happy New Year for 2026. Big things going to happen. Things are moving, and it's all good. So love you for now. We will definitely talk to you later. Catch you later.